What is up, y'all? It's your favorite spiritual psychology practitioner and trauma coach, Alex, here with another amazing episode. And y'all, it's funny, synchronicities, right? We're going to totally get into that, but there's just a lot. There's a lot here in the heart space, and I'm really excited because I've got our heart chakra singing bowl and definitely going to be tuning in with the higher realms. And so today we are getting into the full moon in Capricorn manifestation and just really going to be going deep into a lot of cleansing and really purifying the heart space is what the downloads I was getting around this whole event. But before we do that, check in the description wherever you're watching from for links and such for all of the things that we have coming up. We've got our weekly group meditation and intention setting. We go through universal law and a bunch of amazing stuff. And then we have our weekly monthly coaching call. And of course, we have some Pomsky Puppies still available. So check out all the links for our private communities and everything that we have going on. So with that being said, y'all, what is going on? I'm excited. Let me know in the chat how y'all are feeling, how y'all are traversing this time, because there's definitely a lot of like deep energy happening, like deep shifts happening, deep connections, right? And there's just a lot happening right now. And I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I was having some issues, and I don't understand why. Well, I guess I can't see the comments then. Well, I guess I'm not seeing the comments on that screen. That's okay. Well, I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. We're going to go with it. Anyways, drop in the comments how y'all are feeling, anything that might be coming up. What are some stuff that might be kind of ending, because that's a lot of what's happening right now. Is there's a lot of beginnings and endings, and it could be in relationships, careers, starting a new job, ending a job, starting a new business. There's so many new beginnings right now, especially when we actually get to the full moon and that particular day. Of course, full moons in general, right? Feelings are always amplified, emotions are always amplified. If you work in the healthcare industry, y'all know, like, especially in the emergency departments, like, it's fixing to get hot when there's a full moon. All right, it's just, shit always happens, and it's because the energies are just really intense. So I add that on top of this very deep Cancerian energy where we're very introspective. Of course, if you have water signs or you're Cancer in any major placements, like myself, I have Cancer rising, so it's like super just aware and in tune. And of course, everyone, because we're in the Cancerian energy as a whole, everyone's intuition is going to be increased. You think you might be feeling some like little nudges from that special person that you're crushing on. Well, you probably are, and you probably are feeling them think about you. Or if you're seeing signs and synchronicities, put it out there. If you're trying to manifest something, give the universe something to like grab hold of, to show you, hey, it's happening, it's on its way, whatever it might be. Because if you're anything like me, like right now, if you look at my personal life, there's a lot of really major shifts that it could be like, oh wow, it kind of looks like a dumpster fire in a lot of ways. But then when you step back and you look at like the 5D vision of what's happening, the events, and like how the cycles are happening, and they're being cleansed and they're being purged, and what's having the ability to take its place is happening. And that's really a lot of the downloads, was just because, of course, I guess it makes it easier for me to understand. I don't know. But a lot of times it's things that are happening in my life or have happened in my life that when my downloads come in, it's what it references. And that's what it was referencing, was just like, you might also be going through that. You might also be going through big shifts. And it could be in like one area of your life, or like me, is in multiple areas of my life. And that's okay, because there's, of course, a beautiful divine intervention. There's a beautiful path that is happening there. We are in the place of purging right now. Like, that's really what it is. And that was the downloads that was coming in. Purging everything that is no longer serving us, especially in the heart space. Especially in the heart space. So feeling into that energy and really just allowing ourselves to release everything that is no longer serving us, whether it be people or places or careers or whatever that looks like for you. Limiting beliefs, especially if you are recognizing patterns, which kudos to you. A lot of people still struggle on just identifying things, because we all have like blinders on. And of course, the varying degrees and how blind we are to things really indicates how much we can move through and purge things. Because the first thing is we have to be aware that they even exist, to know that we need to clean them out. And so while yes, that might sting a little to be like, oh yeah, that limiting belief, bad habit, negative influence, whatever that might be, or toxic relationship, or whatever it is. Oh wow, that's impacting my field, and is because we are an average of what we generally hang around energy wise. And so if we are in this toxic cycle, well, that's what we're creating out of. So do we want to stay here, or do we want to purge it? And that might mean things have to, quote unquote, die or devastate or be finished, if you will, or come to a completion, whatever that might look like, contracts or, whatever that looks like, right? And so holding this in that place for that completion to take place, so that something new can be birthed in and through it. And so when we allow for this next phase, like, while it's undoubtedly, like for me, it's insanely uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just a challenge. It's just another growth period. It's another opportunity that, well, sure, I can choose to succumb to fear. Sure, I can choose to be like, oh my goodness. But it's also a choice that I choose to trust the divine, knowing that God is my source of abundance, humanity, 3D, this existence. It's that, no. God's my abundance. God's my aligned source. And if you are wanting to grow that connection, total shameless plug. We shifted the start date for our 40-day abundance to July 17th. It starts on Monday, the 1st. It's also the new moon on that day in Cancer. And so all the feels of everything, like, even just talking about it, just the breakthroughs that I'm like already seeing that are coming through. And just, I'm excited because but again, it's a choice, right? Do you want to choose to purge any maybe bad habits financially, specifically if you don't trust our divine to be your source of abundance, that you're not trusting into that? That could be a huge indicator that this would be a fantastic 40-day challenge to go through, because it's meditation. We really go deep with the affirmations, and we really do it as a group, and it's really beautiful because it's so epic and like life-changing. But you have to put in the choice. You have to choose to be like, ooh, I want to break this pattern. Ooh, I want to make this relationship better. Even if you're like, I don't really understand, it's the choices that we're doing. And when we purge things that we are like, I don't like whatever this is, I don't like how it's showing up, or whatever it might be, right? This is not for my highest good. We're going to cleanse you, deal with you. But then what is it we want to create? And if you don't know, that's okay. Because even just setting that intention of, I'm not sure what needs to fill its place, but of the divine, with the divine, I allow, right? We have to receive, we have to allow God to come into our life, or divine, universe, whatever words or human labels we want to put on. It's that spirit, it's that energy, it's that connection with our creator energy that lives in and through us. And tapping into that. Well, what is my next step? What is, I'm open to receive, right? We have to be in the reception mode. Otherwise the divine will not, per universal law, come into our space without the permission to do so. So we have to be in the place of reception. First, I receive right now, here to fill in the entire oneness, in this presence with our creator living in and through me, moving through me, within and through my finances, and being my source of abundance, not the human 3D world, but rather you, our creator, beyond this matrix reality that we live in. And it's powerful stuff, y'all. It's really potent. And so that might be something too, especially, what was it, just recently we had a really big theme around finances. And it was all about just really, being mindful. And of course, we've been in a recession since last year, undoubtedly, really pretty much since Pedo Joe took office, when he freaking went through and undid everything President Trump did. But I digress. Anywho, it might be purging too. That could be it. Maybe that's why that came up. It could be purging old beliefs of governmental systems. You could be waking up. A lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are like, holy wow, I didn't know any of this existed. And of course, then you've got people, like me, and we're just like, okay, we've known this for years, and just the one thing, it doesn't matter how awake or not awake, or what you know or what you don't know, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, we come back, we should, yes, I should it on everybody, we should come back to that place of love, that God's universal law of love, the oneness, the one law, the one true law. Yes. The one true law is love. Really, it really is. And when you come back to that, and that was really the downloads I was getting, was purging our energy fields of anything that doesn't align with us, filling it up in our heart space, even if we don't know what it is that we are wanting to fill it up with. And that's totally okay. The most important thing, though, is that we come back to that one law of love. And so if you are familiar with these shows, then you know to grab a pen and paper if you're able to, because I want to do some journal prompts with y'all for you to meditate on and really sit with, especially as we get ready to go into our meditation, because honestly, there's not a lot of like astrology or anything really kind of going on like crazy. I mean, everything is about to go retrograde, because I guess that is a big thing. They've been going, so all like the outer planets have been slowly going into retrograde, and they're going to just continue to finish that. Basically, the rest of them are going to go into retrograde. And so that is because that will also help us take pause, because when we are able to really step back and take pause and really assess, like, wow, I've grown X, Y, and Z. Great. Acknowledge, praise, love on. Now, how do I want to move from here, right? I want to get to this end goal, or this is what I'm working towards, whatever that looks like. And it could be a quality of relationship. It could be a quality of relationship with money. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a career, or finally getting your business going, or whatever that looks like, or a better quality relationship with your spouse, maybe. I don't know, whatever that might look like for you, but really just even setting that intention of a higher, more divine quality relationship with X, right? And so that's really what we're being called to purge right now, and really look understand what it is that we are needing to purge, what it is that we are needing to really come to this oneness. So hopefully you have your journal handy, and just go ahead and write down the first prompt, which is, what is hindering my success right now? What is hindering my success right now? So don't worry if nothing's coming up. Don't even worry. The next one is going to be list your top 3 goals or outcomes. So like, I want to have a better relationship with my wife. Perfect. That'll be an outcome essentially, right? Or your goal of I get my business finally started, or I file the paperwork, or whatever kind of spot, if you will, that you've achieved that goal, right? So whatever kind of feels right, but pick your top 3 that are most important to you right now. So if you don't have a pen and paper, you can even send yourself a text. You can write yourself a note, things like that. And then ideally putting actual pen to paper at some point in time, simply because if we are, say you go on and do this with yourself in meditation, it's really, one of the things that I have found is, so like basically, getting into that present moment, right? Could be doing breath work. Oh my goodness. By doing breath work and breathing into the moment to really come into that present mind, right? And then writing out your questions and just simply sitting, especially if we don't know, especially if we're feeling panicked or stressed or whatever that might look like. That can be incredibly helpful to get into the center, like present mind, right? Oh, interesting. So this might be something else you need to purge. Sorry, I'm filming to like multiple things. So this says, I'm sorry. Whoop. Righting past wrongs. So that might be something else to bear in mind. Oh, yes. And the next one was the Caesar Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to the conscious. So if you're, which makes sense because like, oh, I love that we're in Cancer, right? Season. So it's the picture of the ocean. Excuse me. And that makes a lot of sense. Flowing, being in that energy. Well, it's like a cosmic ocean, but you get the point, right? We're in that flow and being into that bright. So, that next question for your journal prompts is what is, because when you go into meditation, bring your unconscious to light. What am I not seeing? What needs to come forward? What am I not seeing right now? There it is. Next journal prompt. What is in the unconscious and what am I not seeing right now? Are there any amends I need to make with someone or anyone, group of people, company, situation? Maybe you did someone dirty in a situation you didn't mean to, or you're in a bad place in your life and, amen, we're human. Is there anyone you need to make amends with in this time? And that might be purging that relationship, purging that portion of your life, purging that time of your life that you were creating and doing things that were maybe not what you would consider quote unquote right, but maybe you found yourself in compromising positions, feeling defenseless, reacting, responding, surviving, even if it meant others got hurt or were robbed or wronged somehow. Yeah, oh, right there, wronged somehow. There's someone that feels that. If that's you, purge this. It's okay. I mean, it's not like it's okay, but I mean, like, we're human, right? We're gonna make mistakes. It's part of the human experience. It's part of Earth School. Like, I mean, y'all, for real, if people realize, y'all probably do because you're here watching my content, but a lot of the world does not realize just how much of like at an Earth School we are in, how much we are here to learn, how much we are here to grow, that our soul's evolution. My hair does not know what it wants to do. It's like crazy humid out, y'all, and my hair does not know what it wants to do. I'm sorry. You're getting I already know what this is. girl summer. Today it's in full effect. But I have to just laugh, y'all. It's just, it is what it is. No, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. That's okay. It'll come back. Anyways, feeling into making amends. Right. So, it's not saying it's quote unquote right or wrong. It's when we can step back and recognize the place that we might have found ourselves in, that other people might have found themselves in, and that is why they did X, Y, and Z, right? Or they believed something so vehemently, and that's why they did or said X, Y, and Z. And it's not necessarily saying like, oh, okay, yeah, that was appropriate, or, it was okay, but it's saying that I do not hold a negative belief, intention, or vibration to you and attached to that situation, person, place, or thing. And I'm detached from it. I have forgiven you. I have separated. I have severed. I am done with the negativity that is attached to that life. Maybe that was a piece of your life that is coming through and you are needing to purge that. Yeah, that's something. Someone's past is coming up big time who's watching this. If that's you, that's part of this earth school that we're here to participate in, right? It is part of the experience, the human experience, because our souls, y'all, our souls are everlasting. Our souls, when we die, this trigger warning for any of the religious people out there. I personally don't believe in hell or heaven. Personally, I believe in the different lower dimensions. I've seen multiple dimensions. Yes, sober, I've never done ayahuasca or anything like that, but there are multiple dimensions. Go deep into meditation. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. Ask God in meditation. You will be shown what is up and what is really happening in our different dimensions, which of course now quantum physics and like they're starting to actually show it. And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. Welcome to the party. Now you're, anyways. My point is that we are such magnificent co-creators, and our souls possess this knowledge. Our souls possess such deep knowledge that we have had for many lifetimes. Yes, I believe in multiple incarnations because I have seen, and we work in the past, I help people heal their past lives, if you will, right? Their previous incarnations that have energetic soul ties to that's my work, So it's like, of course I believe in that. Of course I see how we're all energetically tied and how the epigenetics and things get woven into our DNA and how we can actually go down into those strands and heal them and hold them and just literally co-create with them and repair them on a cellular level to be able to step into our own divine by being cleansed, by being purged, by being in that greater space of love. It's interesting because I get now, when I recorded the podcast that's coming out on Sunday, don't forget, tune in where all the podcasts are at, Awakening with Alex, and it was about love bubbles, but it was the details of how to create the energetic force in your heart space. Like we go through an exercise and everything. So, let me know in the reviews if you have questions and stuff too, or if there's topics y'all want me to touch on, because I read all the reviews. I look into all this stuff. And so, let me know. Because the thing is when we understand that we can literally create a bubble. Human brains, we like construct, we like things that hold containers, if you will. Like we like boxes, we love boxes as humans, human brains generally speaking. But giving this container to take our love and give it to another, and actually being able to pass on the energetic experience of that frequency of love to where another fully and physically receives it. Like literally, it's the coolest stuff in the world. And if this is new to you and you're like, Alex, none of this makes sense, you sound like you're high, I promise you I'm sober. This is backed by science. This isn't just some kooky stuff. I am actually working on some science stuff, because that's definitely something that's been really kind of on what I need to create now, is really helping to bridge the science and the spiritual communities, because that's where everything is, the magic is, right? That beautiful center balance where because now that science is really actually catching up, proving the spiritual interactions that we have, where, Lynn McTaggart's Power of 8, right? They're literally doing all the research to show, you have at least 8 individuals holding an intention. Like y'all are literally creating massive shifts. And it's just like, that's just 8 people holding an intention together. Like y'all, we are so powerful. That's why I say, like, regardless of when you watch this video, if you are not watching this live or anywhere near the full moon, you are meant to hear it when you hear it. These videos are timeless at all given point in time, because there is a message message. There's something coming through because I channel the whole time. I get an idea. I get, like, okay, I'm supposed to work with the heart and the third eye. Okay, cool. Everything else from there is just kind of, and that's just how spirit flows with me in these shows and these episodes, because that's how it's meant. And it's because, whenever you watch this, like I said, if it's not during the live time or shortly thereafter, it's because there's a message in here that you need to hear. So maybe you're needing to purge a lot of this, because the reality is y'all, we can't ascend if we are being held down. If we are being held down by whatever negative vibrations, limiting beliefs, and negative experiences, unhealed traumas, all of that, right? It makes it so much harder for us to ascend. I was talking to one of my girlfriends about astral projection, because we have, not her specifically, but I have in the past with other people. We would meet up in consciousness at a specific location, geolocation, and go from there. And it's really cool because you realize, like, yeah, we can literally energetically do so many things with one another without having to bring our 3D physical into the room. But it's because when we are able to tune in and tap in and turn on everything that we are and really activate our little God beings, it's just, God spoke us into existence. And when you realize that, I just got lit up. Oh, wow. But it's true. That's why I just got so lit up, because God did speak us into existence. God spoke his image into us. God gave us, that's part of this. That is what this human experience is. It's coming down in our own unique 3D experiences, living as the, oh gosh, I can't make this up. I hadn't looked at it. That's why I was laughing, because I didn't look down. Where I was about to say is living into this 3D matrix and learning how to come back to that place of love. That's why I was laughing, because like I said, I hadn't looked at it, and boom, Earth Mother. How beautiful is that? My goodness. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. Can't make this stuff up. Whoo! All right, y'all. I'm going to grab some water. Make sure y'all are hydrating, because the energy, whenever we do energy work, make sure your body, and it's not just water, make sure it's electrolytes, all the different salts. You can even add like some mineral salts, like Himalayan salt, Celtic salt specifically. Get y'all some Celtic salt and drop it into your water. Give your body some minerals and stuff. Help rehydrate you across the board, like proper actual hydration. Not the flood your body and like feel like a fish floating inside, but I mean like where they actually draw the water inside the cell and like actually properly hydrates the cell from the inside out the way it is intended. Yes, Celtic salt, pink Himalayan salt. That's super easy to get, if nothing else. Stay hydrated, y'all. I apologize in some of the chats if y'all are interacting, because I'm having an issue on some of the chats. So I will look at it later. I don't know what was happening. It was just not having it. But anywho, I'm going to get ready to pray us in and set our intention. If you're new here, you'll hear me say, God, universe, spirit. Just I kind of use it honestly interchangeably. If you use these words differently, if you look at it differently, that is all good with me, because the real thing that I'm after is that feeling in your heart space, that expansion that we create, where it's like whenever I tune into the human soul, it's where I see the creator lives, right? Where we have the greatest spark is right here in the center, where it's beautiful. That's what I think of. So whatever that word is or terminology, use it to your discretion, but if it's safe to do so wherever you're watching that, go ahead and just close your eyes and just rub your hands back and forth. Really just allowing your body to connect into this one space right here and right now. And just taking a deep breath in. And just letting out an audible sigh if that feels good. And I'm just so grateful right here and right now that every single person who can hear my voice is stepping into their own one divine power, that they are willing to say, I am boldly willing to heal my hurts, the things that I need to purge, and I'm willing to look inward and have the strength to do so. Because a lot of people are scared to look inward at the things that may not be working so perfect, but to know that it is for the greater good. But it is so key that we are able to and willing to look within and understand what it is that we need to purge and let go of. That could be limiting beliefs, relationships, careers, finances, whatever it might be looking like that you need to purge out of your life so that you can replace with something that is of greater love, greater vibration, higher vibration, more divinely aligned. And allow it to be placed inside of our heart space, for it to be nestled in and just loved on and held and just nourished and expanded, so that we are able to co-create in the more divine aligned ways, and just knowing the truth that is coming forward right here and right now, that we are co-creating, we are consciously creating everything that we are wanting to, everything that we are stepped in, being called to, love to all, harm to none, being in this one divine mind right here and right now, knowing the truth that is being spoken. Or we feel it deep in our soul, and we just light up when we hear the divine truth coming through and being in this one divine mind. And with this, knowing the truth that is spoken right here and right now, I declare it to be true. Amen. And with our eyes still closed, and just allowing ourselves to hold space for a moment. If it feels good to do so, you can place your hands over your heart. And just feeling into your heartbeat. Feeling into your heart space. And allowing yourself to just take note of what it just feels like. To pause with your breath. To pause with you. We are always with ourselves, and the most important relationship we can cultivate, love on, heal, and nurture is the one with ourselves. For once we are able to truly love and connect with ourselves, we will be able to truly love and connect with others. And I just want you to ask yourself, how does my body feel right now? How has my body felt today? Am I feeling run down? Am I feeling tired? Am I feeling perky and happy? I'm like excited and like, yeah, baby, let's go. What is your body feeling like right now? What's going on? Is it hard to even focus on my words because you've got so many things playing in your mind? And if that is you, if you are having monkey mind, if you have a pen or paper in front of you or just anything you can write on, I want you just to write down the topic of each thing that is coming to mind, and let it, after you write it down, tell yourself, I will deal with you when I'm done. And set it aside, and it can help cut that energy down. And if you're having a hard time pushing it away, give yourself a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and say, I'm done. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. I want you to imagine deep in your pelvic bowl this beautiful red light like a ball, just sitting in your pelvic bowl, and then moving up to right below your belly button. Imagine this beautiful orange ball just activating, moving up to your solar plexus area, that right where your breastbone is, that soft divot, right in that area. Allow this beautiful yellow ball of energy to activate. Moving up to your heart space, your chest, this beautiful green or pink light, and just activating this beautiful energy center. Feeling into your throat, feeling this beautiful blue energy center circling and activating and expanding in the space. Feeling into your third eye, into this energy sphere, and just activating it and feeling into this space. And allowing your crown to open up to connect to the divine, to your higher power, to your angels, whomever it is that you wish to work with and channel for love to all, harm to none. In this space right here and right now. Taking a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. I want you to imagine as if you had jeans on and someone took a fish hook to the back of your pants and lifted your hips forward. And as that happens, I want you to pull your belly button back towards your spine. I want you to lift your chest up and roll your shoulders back. And as you do, I want you to take your gaze up and just keep your head positioned, but take your gaze back and just kind of let your eyes roll and allow the energy in your pelvic bowl to start to warm up and start to activate. And as you're holding this position, just feel the energy flowing up through your different energy centers, making its way up and through your crown to connect to the divine and bringing into this beautiful divine move. And as you're feeling into this beautiful connection, feel the vibration moving up and through. Allow it to move around and down and through, back, and creating this infinite loop. Allow your energy field to activate. Allow your energy field to become in this one space. Taking a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. Allow this vibration moving up through your toes, through your legs, up your thighs, into your hips. Feeling this vibration, this activation within your physical human body as your energy body is activated and alive and ready to create. And feeling this moving up through your belly, into your chest, down your arms, and up and through your head, and just feeling this beautiful activation as you connect energetically to our divine creator. Feeling into this one space right here and right now. Taking a deep breath in. And slowly letting it out. And if it feels good to do so, I want you to place your hands over your heart space. And if you have your notepad handy, this could be a good time to also journal as the thoughts come up. But I want you to ask yourself, what is holding me back right now? What is holding me back right now? What is hindering my success right now? Allow whatever to come forward to present itself where it's only trying to help you. It's not trying to trigger or cause harm, but it wants to present itself for you to purge, heal, and move and through. Holding this, whatever has come up, whether it was one thing or multiple things. Limiting beliefs, actions, words spoken, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are willing to hold this space right here and right now and allow this energy to be purged from your field. I want you to imagine you're on a trail. It's beautiful out, perfect temperature. And as you and whoever you feel safe with is walking down this trail, you hear this water starting to, the water sounds like it's a creek running. And as you continue to walk on, you see this beautiful river and this cute little waterfall in the distance. You run up to it and excited, and the water is just so beautiful and refreshing. as you're feeling into the water, you take your shoes off and climb in and start swimming around, feeling into the beautiful, clear water, and just so pristine you can see all the way at the bottom. And you swim over to the shelf this rock shelf where there's a cute little waterfall, and you hop up and you put yourself up onto the little shelf there, and you allow the water to just flow over you. And just allowing your face to just run in the water and feeling it moving over your body. Feeling this beautiful water just rushing over you. And as you're feeling this beautiful cooling sensation, I want you to imagine in your heart space, you're able to pull out all of those things that just presented themselves to you one by one. And I want you to name them as you place them in front of the water and allow it to beautifully wash you away, and just with this beautiful crystals energy just penetrating your hand as you place it out, and allowing for this beautiful, nourishing Christ energy to light, divine healing to move through you, move down your arm, and allow each thing that you present to it. And as you are presenting this item, I release you and allow it into the water. And go ahead and start now. Allow yourself to hold forgiveness and grace for your journey, no matter what has come up and what you are asking to be cleansed. For you are so worthy of releasing these negative electric charges. Who do you need to make amends with? Taking a deep breath in. Slowly letting it out. And allow this water to rush over your body and just cleansing and nourishing every pain, every sorrow, everything that has hindered you, and just allowing the God energy to flow over you and heal you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God, thank you for this beautiful blessing right here and right now. And just allow yourself to simply hold space right here and right now for everything that you've done up until now in your journey. Everything that you have conquered, everything that you have overcame. You are 10 out of 10 complete on successfully getting through everything you've encountered in your life so far. No matter how crazy, wild, or just mind-boggling your experiences might have been. And being able to hold this space for yourself right here and right now, knowing that you are going to be so much more healed and lighter and in a better energetic space on the other side to fully receive the blessings that are yours to keep, that are yours to have, that God already set out for you specifically. And I just want you to hold space. Hold space for you. Hold space and just taking a breath and really just, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I've done a few things in my journeys in this lifetime. Learned some stuff. You might have helped some people. And that's a beautiful thing. What does that look like for you? I want you to hold that in your heart right here and right now. And if it feels good to do so, put your hands over your heart or in the prayer position, whatever resonates best with your body. But I just hold that space for you. You have come a long ways. You have done a lot of things. Your body has done a lot of things. Hold space for its journey. Right here and right now. Hold space for how far you have come. And even if you quote be or not, it doesn't matter. I just want you to pause and just hold that energy for Allow your heart space to fully expand and feel that love for yourself. Be receptive. It might even be helpful to say, I receive this love and acknowledgement and just nourishment to my soul right here and right now. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. If you have your journal or notepad handy, this could also be another journal prompt. But I want you to ask yourself, where am I going right now? Or where do I need to go right now? What direction am I supposed to be headed in right now? Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. Just feeling into the space, feeling into this heart space. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. Taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. Last one, taking a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. Just holding space simply for everything that you've cleansed, honored, and created in this short little while. And if it feels good to do so, to just sit in your space, sit in this energy field, sit in this buzzing energy, and just holding this oneness, holding this connectedness into the heart right here and right now. Knowing the power that you have created, knowing how powerfully you're showing up. It's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, goodness me. Whenever you're ready, you can start to wiggle your toes, open your eyes. Oh. Go back to, come back to oneness. Whew. All right, y'all. Well, I pray that blessed y'all. I'm ready for a nap. I'm floating in my own little ether over here, so don't mind me. But check out all of our links in our description if y'all are interested in our private community. Check all that information out. Check out our Pomsky Puppies. We have some that are ready to go now, and we've got some that are going to be ready to go later this summer. So let us know if y'all have any questions or you want to schedule a free Zoom call. That's been a game changer too. So let me know. Love y'all. Catch you guys next time.